Do you want to have a better understanding? Do you want to be happy in life? Do you want to stop worrying and start living? In a nutshell, do you want to be a better person? Ask yourself these questions before watching the video further. And if your answer to all these questions is a firm yes, then yes, this video is helpful for you. With this, hi everybody, my name is Mavish and you're watching Bookish Alley and we discuss books here, and today I have made a very special video which is special to me personally because I think personal development and self-growth are essential elements of life, and a life without these two elements is a life not lived to its full worth. In this video, I have compiled all the books which have been helping me since a long time, which have given me ideas to implement them in my life and make my life better. These books have given me hope, understanding, bliss and a lot more important emotions in my life, and I personally want to share all these books with you guys. So the first section is hope. Most of the times we all are hopeless because we don't get something in life, or we wanted that and it slipped out of our hands. Of A Young Girl by Anne Frank. So this girl Anne Frank, being 13 and confined in an annex, was so hopeful, and she had a brighter insight of life. This book teaches us that no matter how bad a condition is and no matter how stuck we are, there's always hope. We just need to open our minds and eyes wide and look around and try to figure out hope and light in all the dismal situations we are put into, because as humans life is tough and it's like it's never a constant. Life can never be a constant. It's a varying graph. Sometimes you'll be happy and sometimes you'll be sad and hopeless. So in those times when you're hopeless, I suggest you should read this book, because this girl's personal diary entries have given me hope and have given me a perspective to look into dismal and sorrowful things with an insight of bliss and positivity. The next book in the hope section is this one, this tiny beautiful book by Viktor Frankl, which is called Man's Search for Meaning. Now, as the topic tells you, that most of the times we humans tend to search for meanings in different things, because our subconscious mind keeps us telling that things are meaningless and why you should do that, because at the end everything's going to end up, etc., because sometimes you are struck with negative thoughts. So in that case, and if you are trying to find the purpose of your life, this book will serve you wonders, because this book was written by Viktor Frankl after he survived the Auschwitz and Nazi atrocity, and this book totally covers his mental health, his mindset during the time he was in the camp, how at one point in life in the camp he thought that he's going to end up among these dead people and he would never be able to see the world and he would never be able to walk freely in the alleys and do whatever he wants to do. But then something struck him and he decided to fight for survival, and he decided to be one of the survivors, and hence he was one of the survivors. And this book not only talks about hope, it also talks about how to keep a firm and positive mindset even in the situation of distress. So I highly recommend. It's not a big one, although you need a lot of contemplation to put in while reading the book, but trust me, I am promising that this book is worth it. So please do give it a try. Now the next section is how to increase memory. As we all know, we live in a very competitive world where the world demands us to be competent. In this memory section, I have selected a book by an Indian author, which is Memory Infinite by Dr. Tushar Chetwani. So this book is basically nothing but a sum up of how to remember various things. Although this book is more like for students, but I think not only it can help you in the field of education, but generally also it can help you to remember and sharpen your memory. This book comes with a lot of exercises and a lot of explanations. There are methods like the chain method, the law of exaggeration, and etc etc. And if you are a parent who's watching this video, please do gift this to your kids, because I think this is very important, because as kids we have to learn a lot in school, so this book might help them and make them learn things in a funny way. Because when I was in 12th, I also took help of this book and it's really good. I learned the periodic table with the help of this book and I still remember the periodic table. So yes, this is a good book. Now, if you worry a lot like I do, most of us worry, then I have a very beautiful book for you which helped me to overcome myself and be happy and stop worrying. The book which I am talking about is Dale Carnegie's How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Now you can see the bookmark peeking out here, and if you've seen my November TBR video, this is my TBR for November, and in this month I'm gonna complete this book. So this book talks about worry. Obviously from the title you can understand that this book circumscribes all the situations which put us into the realm of worrying and constant worrying and overthinking. And I think this book is beautiful if you want to stop overthinking and stop worrying. The chapters are pretty small, and in this book the author has tried to give us reason and logic why we should not worry. This book teaches you to be peaceful. It also tells you how to stop worrying. For instance, this book tells that whenever you put yourself into work, like you work a lot, you do something, then your mind wanders away from worrying and then you start to live in the moment. So this book teaches that whenever you are in some sort of worry or anything, then you should do more work and try to find stuff to amuse yourself. Now I would like to read a quote which resonated with me, and it will resonate till I am alive. The quote is, "Nothing can bring you peace but yourself." And most of the times we people neglect this quote, but trust me guys, it is the reality. It's all about your subconscious mind. Whatever thoughts you put into it, the outcome is the same. The outcome is basically the repercussion of the thoughts you feed your mind. So be choosy and be careful and try to be peaceful, because no outcome in being negative, you will degrade yourself. So yes, I highly recommend this book. Now I have a very tiny little suggestion for you. It's just a random one. If you love your parents and if you want to read something which includes the subject parents, then I am going to suggest this beautiful tiny penguin book. It is called My Dearest Father by one of the most famous musicians, Mozart. Now in this book there are letters which Mozart has addressed to his father and his father has addressed to him, and in the dialogue between the father and the son we get to know a lot, and in between the lines you will feel grateful for having your parents, and you'll be grateful to have everything you got, and you'll be grateful to God that he sent you such good and great parents. So if you want to be grateful, this is a really good book for you, so I highly suggest that you read it. Now lastly, as we all know, most of us are purposeless most of the times. I'm not saying all, but there comes a time when life seems very boring and when life seems very heavy and we don't know exactly what to do, how to pursue things and how to achieve what we want. Our goals are this much, but our efficiency most of the times is here. And I know that like 80 to 90% people will definitely agree with me, and I go through the same stuff. So the two books which helped me to find a purpose in life are these two books, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill and Ikigai. So first of all, I'll be talking about Ikigai. So this is Ikigai, which means to find a purpose in Japanese, or to be happy. Initially, this book tries to understand how and why people don't feel happy. What is it that makes them feel insufficient and unsatisfied? This book travels to this village in Japan where people have like 120 years as a lifespan. And when the researchers asked them what is the reason behind their health and well-being, they told that they are peacefully and they have a purpose. They live life according to a routine. They do not adulterate their routine. They eat healthy, they exercise, they think positively, and they've got work to do. And this book also has a lot of activities, and it also talks about a lot of therapies which are simple, and you can follow them and you can apply them to your life and see the changes. It's very necessary to have a purpose, because somebody said, or maybe I am saying, that a life without purpose is a life not worth living. We came here for a purpose, and everybody's got a purpose. Irrespective of the class, caste, section, everybody's got a purpose. So it's necessary to find your purpose as soon as possible and not waste time. And I really wanted to help you guys. So yes, this is the book which would definitely help you to find a purpose in your life. The next book is Think and Grow Rich. Now I'm currently reading it, and I thought that I should definitely include it in this video. This book is beautiful, it's phenomenal. Why? I am going to tell you. This book talks about the distinction between subconscious and conscious mind. Haven't we been told that think positively, don't think negatively because it's going to affect you, and we neglect it because human tendency is to concentrate on negative things more than on positive things. When there's something negative, everybody is in awe, but something positive doesn't get that much attention if you've been following the trend and society. Why is it so difficult to live a happy life? Somebody said that character is nothing but the thoughts of a person. If you think positively, you have a good character, and if you think negatively, you implement it in your life and your character takes a beating. So it's very necessary to think positively. Whatever you feed your mind, please be careful whether it's negative or whether it's positive, because Napoleon Hill has said that it's your thoughts, it's definitely your thought which will help you to evolve. He also told that we should not jump into something without organization and proper knowledge. This book basically talks about how to acquire a large sum of money, but I think that it can be applied in any field, not only money. If you are trying to do something different apart from acquiring money, this is going to be very helpful, I promise. This book also states that besides having positive thoughts, one should inculcate endurance, perseverance and persistence in his actions, because you can't be happy by merely thinking positive thoughts for a week or for 2 or 3 days and then going back to the same cycle, same loop. You have to be persistent. Initially it would feel weird that I am not happy, but why I am trying to say that I'm happy, but trust me, I personally did it. Affirmations work wonders. Write something positive about yourself, write something good about yourself, tell yourself that you are worthy, tell yourself that you are capable, and read it twice a day or at least once a day or how many times you want, as per the demand of your subconscious, and definitely it's going to help you, because I personally have been doing it and now I am much more happy than I was before 2 or 3 months. So yeah guys, we have come to the end of the video, and I know this video is quite long, but it was informative and I enjoyed in compiling this whole list for you guys, and I hope that you take back something from this video and implement it in your life. And please let me know if something positive happens in your life, because I'd be the happiest to know that you are in success. And so yes, I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please share it, like and subscribe to my channel if you think that my content is worthy of watching, and also mention one book which helped you go through your tough times and which helped you be a better person. And now I am signing off, and I'll come with more such videos and more such vlogs, and thank you so much for watching.